So every state has an official state bird.
Every state has an official state flower.
But Missouri has an official state tree nut.
And somebody decided to put it in a beer.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio of the world famous Mermaid Lounge for another episode of Free Beer with Charlie. I'm Big Al, and this is Charlie.
Hey, how's our free beer community doing? Welcome to another episode.
Hey, did I say that right? Sometimes I say I'm Big Al and I say it
No, you said it fine. Big Al.
Big Al, because
Yeah.
if you say it too fast,
Yeah, it kind of runs in
I'm
together.
Big Al.
Yeah. And you know, you got to be careful on how you say things nowadays.
Yeah,
and,
no
but
doubt.
this is
Big Al.
Al. Yeah, this is Big Al.
All right. Oh, we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
So let's talk about tree nuts.
Yeah.
Missouri has a state tree nut, which is the black walnut.
And you know, it's one of those things. I mean, most people think of English walnuts, and they use them a lot in cooking.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize how many people use black walnuts.
Yeah, well, so black walnuts are a big thing in the Ozarks. There's like 33 states in the country that have black walnuts. Now, black walnuts are kind of like Monte Carlos. You either
Yeah.
love them or you hate them.
Yeah. Now, my family's never been crazy about them.
Yeah, my family loves them.
So it
You put your chocolate in my peanut.
yeah. You put your black walnuts in my cookie.
That's right.
And
It made it way better.
It made it taste like it's got black walnuts in it.
Well, we know a couple who have put black walnuts in beer.
Yeah. Now, interesting story. We got a couple who back in 2011 bought an 80-acre farm,
Yeah, where'd they buy that at?
Bucyrus, Missouri.
So where's that at?
It's pretty well next door to Licking, Missouri.
Licking, Missouri. Okay. Now, where's Licking at?
Well, it's not that far from Bucyrus, Missouri.
Okay, I know exactly where you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
So, interesting story. This couple started back in 2011. They bought this 80-acre farm that had a 1940 era barn on it.
Right.
They loved to travel, and one of the first things they did when they got to a new town was they asked about the local breweries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they wanted to try the local beer and the local craft breweries, and so they thought that was a cool thing, and they loved doing that together. So they bought this farm and thought, why not start a brewery?
Right. Well, 3 years later, they had to build on. And they spent $1.3 million
On a bigger barn.
on a bigger barn. There's not 10 people that live there.
Well, Big Al, I think it's time to stop yakking and start cracking.
Let's do it.
Oh, look at the label on that one.
That.
Big black walnuts.
Yeah.
What else is that?
What is that, a nutsack?
I think it is. I mean, that's pretty well depictive of when it's time to harvest the nuts here in Missouri.
Yeah. That's the black walnuts right
It's
there.
pretty plain label. Pretty simple.
Very nice.
So we know what this one's running by volume?
So this is 4.5.
It is a lot different label than it used to be.
Yeah. They've changed that quite a bit.
So 4.5, yeah, that's a little lacking on.
Yeah. It's a little light in the loafers.
So yeah, let's just crack it open.
All right.
I'm surprised. This is one of those 12 ounces.
Yeah.
Most of our craft brewers are doing the old 16 ounces.
Well, you know, I guess they thought at 4.5 we couldn't quite handle it.
Yeah, I guess not.
Interesting. Look at the darkness on that. So that's like a brown ale.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes sense with black walnuts. I mean,
so
when
this has actual black walnuts in it too. It's
Yeah.
not just a weird flavor idea.
oh wow, smell it. If you have never smelled black walnuts,
That's what it smells like.
that definitely smells like black walnuts.
Yeah. They have a real deep, earthy, almost a mushroomy kind of flavor compared to most nuts.
And that's a good way to explain it too. I think that earthy and mushroom,
Yeah.
because it does. If you haven't ever smelled one, it's almost hard to explain, but that's probably the best way Big Al said. It's that earthiness. It's got its own, because like fresh mushrooms almost have a pungent smell.
And that's a black walnut.
And that's kind of what it smells like. Let's take a big swig of it.
That's nice. That's okay. So that's unusual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like a nutty malt, if that's even a thing. But it's kind of crisp too.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a very unique beer.
Oh, you have to give them that. That is a different beer.
It's like you said earlier. It's in that vein of a brown ale or almost a red ale.
It is, yeah. And on top of that, the carbonation is really pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think category-wise?
Definitely guzzler.
Yeah. I mean,
I would say there's a complexity to it.
Oh yeah,
We don't have that many complex guzzlers.
And it's refreshing.
It is refreshing.
I like it.
I mean, I think this would be a good one to throw in even on a float trip.
Sure.
I just think there's something about the outdoors, the heat of summer, the floating, all that. I just think it'd go great.
Yeah. What would you give this overall?
For the uniqueness and just the complexity of it and what they've done, I have to say I give it a 4.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff.
Good stuff. Well, Big Al,
Charlie?
Here's to God, guns, and black walnuts.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, never tasted anything quite like that.
No.
Very
it's
nice.
definitely unique to a point of very good beer.
So yeah, if you get a chance to come to Southwest Missouri, check this out, or if this beer ends up in your area, be sure to check it out. It's a very unique, unusual beer.
Yes. And hey, if you're just driving through Licking, swing by Pioneer River.
Why would you
check
be
them
doing
out.
that?
I don't know, but somebody might be.
And don't forget, this is Charlie.
This is Big Al.
And we will see you next time. Every state has a... a lot of states have a state bird.
A lot of states have a state flower.
But Missouri has a state tree nut. You are not... Okay.
They do.
I even bit my tongue on that.
Oh no. Big Al's bleeding over here.
It's been in there my whole life. I should know where it's at. So every state has an official state bird.
I'm sorry. Darn, that came out of nowhere.
Missouri state bird. Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio of the world famous Murray. We're back.
We're back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to here.
So they bought this farm, and on it they had this 1940 barn.
1940?
11 something enough.
That's right.
They turned a 1940 bar.
1940.